Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Hack TV. We'll be talking about a couple of interesting topics in this video like Anderson Silva and Shogun Rua's current situation regarding their careers, Logan Paul challenging Floyd Mayweather, Cody Garbrandt's symptoms post battling COVID-19, and Paul Felder challenging Nate Diaz. So stay tuned. Please don't skip through and support me by subscribing, liking and sharing down below. First up, we recently saw two legends of the sport, Anderson Silva and Shogun Rua, lose their fights via TKO in the hands of their more younger opponents, Uriah Hall and Paul Craig. Dana White has clearly stated he wants Anderson to retire, stating no 46-year-old man should fight for any reason other than protecting his family or his life. Dana also stated Shogun looked like a shell of his former self, and seeing the devastating way he lost the fight against Paul Craig, he doesn't see any sense in seeing him fight again. Shogun is 37, which isn't that old compared to several other fighters from the Pride era such as Anderson Silva and Fedor Emelianenko, who continue to fight, but Rua has been taking a lot of damage in his last few fights, and the wear and tear is showing. Taking to social media following the loss to Craig, Shogun admitted that he suffered an injury in the fight, and following the loss, he will sit down with his family and make a decision about retirement. He also shared a photo of his elbow, which appears to be badly injured. We also got news that both Bellator and Professional Fighters League have no interest in signing the aging Anderson Silva with their promotions, which I feel is a big blow to Anderson's career plans. I feel both Anderson Silva and Shogun should retire from the sport of MMA, which seems like a hard pill to swallow, but is the sad truth. I don't think legends like these two have nothing more to prove to the world. Both these guys are former champions and future UFC Hall of Famers. Even to this day, Anderson Silva is considered by many as one of the most popular and best fighters to ever get into the octagon. If you look at some of Anderson's highlights, you'll realize that his movements are unlike any other MMA fighter. Just seeing him fight reminds me of the action scenes from the movie Matrix. His main style of fighting was heavily influenced by his Muay Thai, and what made him better than his opponents was his timing and precision at striking. His in-ring antics of standing right next to the cage and challenging fighters to hit him was not something that MMA fans had ever seen before. All the MMA fans, including myself, will miss these two legends of the sport after they're gone, but that's how the fight game works. Now moving on to our next story. YouTube star Logan Paul, who is very popular for fighting in a boxing match against fellow YouTuber KSI, has issued a statement that he is interested in fighting Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition bout. Floyd too, who is considered by many as the greatest boxer of our era, has responded to this challenge by saying, "It's a strong possibility this fight can happen over social media." Since this match would be an exhibition bout if it ever happens, Floyd's perfect career win streak of 50 wins and 0 losses will not be impacted at all, whatever the outcome may be. This latest trend of YouTubers getting into these sorts of boxing matches has really started to kick off, generating millions of dollars worth of revenue, as the millions of followers these YouTubers have all want to see the fight. Honestly speaking, it takes balls to get into the ring to fight another guy in front of a huge audience for the first time. I give full props to Logan for what he's doing. It's not easy, guys. Challenging the best professional boxer to a fight when your personal record is 0 wins with 1 loss. Whether this fight truly happens or not, people will pay to watch it. That's for damn sure. Cody Garbrandt, who is the former UFC bantamweight champion, was supposed to make his flyweight debut this weekend against Davison Figueiredo in the main event of UFC 255, but was forced to pull out of the fight due to tearing his bicep. Cody revealed in a recent Instagram story, and I quote, "I was tested positive for COVID-19 on August 29th. Since then, I have been battling vertigo, tore my vein in my bicep which resulted in finding out I have blood clots, pneumonia and mental fog. These are the symptoms I've had and had been dealing with, and this is the reason I pulled out of the fight. I haven't done any media. I'd like to address it on my own terms." Cody is going through a rough time right now. I hope he makes a full recovery and comes back sometime in early 2021. He has really good knockout power in his hand, so anything is possible if he fights the current flyweight champ. Finally, Paul Felder, who is a number 8 ranked UFC lightweight fighter as well as a UFC commentator/analyst, has shown interest fighting the popular Nate Diaz. Paul recently signed a multiple fight contract with the UFC, post losing his short notice fight against Rafael dos Anjos. Former UFC lightweight champion Rafael dos Anjos was scheduled to take on Islam Makhachev in a 5-round main event bout at the UFC's November 14th Fight Night event. However, Makhachev had to withdraw from the matchup due to a staph infection. Paul Felder stepped in with less than a week's notice to take the fight, knowing full well he didn't have a full training camp, which deserves my appreciation by the way. Paul did mention he was training for a triathlon, so his cardio was good leading up to the fight. Paul in a recent podcast weighed in that he is interested in fighting with Nate Diaz, saying he likes a 5-round fight and is willing to change his weight class if required to fight Nate. I know for a fact Nate is a slow starter when it comes to fighting and generally prefers a 5-round fight as well. His cardio is world class, so I feel many people would pay to watch a scrap fest between Paul and Nate. Paul quoted, "You give me a Nate Diaz or something like that, and I'm willing to move weight classes and all that kind of stuff for that kind of a fight." You know, he's a BMF guy, an OG. He's been around fighting everybody. So yeah, you wanna excite me that way? It's automatically a main event somewhere or co-main on a pay-per-view, and I take that fight all day. Something like that is what you'd get me to go outside the rankings, because who cares what a guy like Diaz's ranking is? Nobody cares what that is. They wanna see a scrap, and I think the two of us can fight for sure. Paul is getting a lot of attention post his recent fight, so I'm hoping this fight works out. Seeing Nate is only interested in fighting the guys he finds can generate a lot of pay-per-views and money, similar to Conor McGregor or Masvidal. Well, that's it for today's news update, guys. Do subscribe, share and like this video, as it helps us small-time content creators a lot. Bye bye guys, and as always, take care.